Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Sorry I was going to do this too soon, but actually I decided to do 5 videos on Saturday now. So, sorry about that. I was like, you know what? Who cares? Rather do it. So anyway, this is going to be another review, but this will be the first one of doing one of my helicopters that I have in my collection. So far I have 6. I'm going to try to see if I get more to my collection. So, now this is one of the most iconic helicopters of the entire world ever since it was built. And so let's not get ahead of ourselves with going Army ones. So this one, as you know, this particular one right here is actually the Bell 205, which now I'm going to get to the Army part at the moment. This is basically the civilian version of the UH-1 Iroquois, or sometimes the Huey. So that's why I was like, this exactly looks so much like the Huey. Like, it's a great helicopter. I hope someday to go on one of these Hueys, hopefully someday. I've only been on a helicopter once. Like, I've flew on a helicopter once. It was called a Schweizer 300, which that's a piston engine helicopter. And just last Saturday, I took a private tour in a medevac helicopter, which that's called the Airbus helicopter, the H-135, the one that's powered by twin turbo shafts. It was really nice in that helicopter. So now let's get into this one. So this was technically, so when the as it was being developed as the UH-1 Iroquois, it was actually the first ever helicopter in military history to be equipped with a turbo shaft engine in history. Many of these were involved in mostly the most iconic war in the 1960s called the Vietnam War, when most of these helicopters did a lot of things. They would transport supplies, troops, do medical evacuations, even medevac versions. There were also even gunships as well. They would transfer those into gunships to even use them to escort the ones that were only transport versions of the Huey. There was actually one occasion that Air America, which is the Bell 205, did shot down I think an Antonov AN-2 aircraft during one occasion in Vietnam, which was the only, I think, air-to-air kill for the Huey. So one of the most famous unit that had acquired the Huey, which was the first Air Cavalry Division, that were equipped with almost nearly 500 helicopters in that unit. The other famous unit was actually when the U.S. Navy had also used the special squadron of Hueys. They used to call them the Sea Wolves, that they would use them to be around the Mekong River Delta in Vietnam. But after the war ended, it will still always be the greatest helicopter in the world. And it could be you can see them at air shows on display. Like, I have seen one at the Intrepid Sea Air Space Museum. It looked like very nice. It was a really iconic looking helicopter. So there were other variants of the helicopter. Like, there's a twin engine one. They called it the UH-1N Iroquois, which is another Huey, which is a twin engine version of the Huey. Then there's also, and then now they have a new one in the Army, which is now in the Marine Corps, which is called the UH-1Y Vena, which has 4 rotors in the top. It's a very, very nice looking helicopter. But I will tell you, it's a really good helicopter. And I've seen videos of like people riding it, and I'm like jealous because I wish I want to be on one of these. I hope I get to be on one of these someday. And I know this will be just like how I said in the last video about the P-51. If it will reach 100 years, it will still be a great helicopter in air shows everywhere in the world. Well, anyway, guys, stay tuned for more because I got 2 more to go. All right, see you then.